Hello everyone, welcome back to Maker's Gonna Learn. My name is Lauren and I'm a craft producer here at Maker's Gonna Learn, and today I'm bringing you something that is new to the sublimation and crafting world, or at least it is to us, and that is DTF film and adhesive, which means direct to fabric. So what I'm going to be teaching you in today's video is we're going to be using our sublimation printer, printing off an image, adding the DTF adhesive, and sublimating on 100% cotton. Y'all, this is not a joke, it is possible, and today I'm going to show you how. Now I'm going to go overhead and show you all the materials that you're going to need for us to get crafty today. Now we're going to go over the materials that you're going to need for this project. Obviously, because we are sublimating on 100% cotton, you are going to need a 100% cotton t-shirt. The key to sublimating on 100% cotton is this DTF transfer film and adhesive. Now what DTF is it's direct to fabric, so it's very similar to direct to fabric printing. This is what the adhesive looks like. It is a powdery substance, so you are going to need a bin or something to put that in. You're also going to need a piece of copy paper, and that's to help this film pull through your sublimation printer. You're going to need a measuring tape to measure the area you're working with on your shirt. You are going to need some masking tape, as well as your sublimation printer and a heat press. These are obviously key to this project. Now we're going to head over to Maker's Gonna Learn, and I'm going to show you what file we're going to be using, and then we're going to actually working out of Canva today, and I'm going to show you how you can upload your Maker's Gonna Learn files into Canva to print on your printer. Now that we're here at Maker's Gonna Learn, the files that you can use are any print and cut image. We have a print and cut section right here that you can go to and pick out, but I know exactly which one I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using one that's called landscape. So I'm just going to search for that. As you can see, there are lots of beautiful landscapes that we could be working with. We're going to be working with landscape 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to download that onto your computer. You're going to come over here. It's going to open up as a PNG. Now I'm going to keep this right here, and I'm going to go back to Canva. I want to be working with an 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to create new design. Once that pulls up, because I want to upload that image into here, I'm going to go to uploads. Now you can see I've already uploaded it, but what you can do is you can open this up. You can drag and drop this over here, and it is going to automatically upload for you. So I'm going to click this image. I like to scale this down on the sides. It's not necessary. I just think it works. It helps me work a little bit better. And then I'm going to size this as large as I want. Now I'm working with an adult size extra large t-shirt, so I want to get it as big as I can. Now the film we have is only 8.5 by 11, so with this design, this is as big as it can get. Now one thing I want to make sure to let you guys know is with this image, I can go ahead and print it as is. However, if you are working with text, you need to make sure that you mirror your image. So I'm going to click on my image, and then if you're working with text, once again, you're going to hit flip, and this is where you can either flip it horizontally or flip it vertically. So we are going to flip ours horizontally. You can flip yours horizontally. Now, if you're wanting your text to run up and down on your piece of paper, then you will need to flip vertically. So just keep that in mind. You want to mirror your image if you are working with text. So I'm just going to position this. Once you have it positioned, you are going to share it. You are going to click download. It is going to download as a PNG. I'm going to click transparent background, hit download. As you can see, it's downloading here in the corner. Then I'm going to pull it up here, and then I'm going to, from this screen, I'm going to print this. So I'm going to be printing it from our workforce computer, our workforce printer, which is this one. Now, here's where you need to change. I think that it works best through all of the testing that I have done if you choose photo on glossy paper. Then from there, you are going to change your media and quality, make sure it is on best, and then your media type is photo glossy paper. Once you have done that, you are ready to print. Now before you print, for me, I have tried sending this DTF film through our printer just by itself, and through all of the testing, it has not worked for us. The best results that I have gotten is when you take this and you actually tape it on to a plain piece of paper. So we're gonna go overhead and I'm gonna show you guys how you're going to do that. So as you can see, our packaging tells us that print side is on this matte side. So you're gonna want to make sure that you tape this with the matte side facing up. I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but I'm gonna line this up as close to the top as I can, leaving a little room for the tape to stick to the copy paper. I'm going to take my masking tape, pull it off, and then all I'm going to do, while that is still laying on a flat surface, I'm going to try my best to grab as small of an edge on that transfer film as possible, push it down, and then we're gonna pick both of them up, turn it over, and then fold this and get it perfectly flush with our copy paper. From there, you need to know how your printer works. Ours specifically works with the side that you want to print on facing down. So we have to load our paper with the copy paper facing up. All printers work different. I'm not saying this is how yours works. You need to test on a plain piece of copy paper first, put an X on one side of your paper and see which side your copy paper will print on. So do that, test it first, and then you're gonna put your paper in either up or down depending on how your printer works. So now I'm gonna send this to the printer and we'll be right back once this is printed. Now that we have our transfer printed, we are going to add the DTF adhesive. So as you can see, we've been testing and working, so I've already got some in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place my film in here, trying your best not to touch your ink. And I'm just going to work this around, pick up the bottom and move this adhesive around on my image. As you can see, this adhesive is sticking to the ink, and that is exactly what we want. So I'm just gonna pick it up and move it around. And make sure it gets really, really good and coated. From there, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a shake. I like to hold it up to the light and make sure that there are no spots missing. And if I see a spot, like there's a spot up around the top of this mountain that I think could use a little bit more adhesive, you can place it back in. And we're just gonna take some of this and sprinkle it on the top. And then I'm just gonna pick it up and move it around that area again. And then dust it off one more time. Now that we have our DTF powder on here, what we are going to do is we are going to cook it. And I say that in quotations. We are going to, and you're going to be able to see the difference. We're going to place this under our heat press, not with the heat press touching it. We don't want the heat press to touch it. And what it's going to do is these little granules are going to really sink into that ink and really adhere to that ink, and it's going to change color. So you want to cook it so that you don't have this powder sugar looking substance on here. So we're going to place it under our heat press. We're going to lower our heat press. Now this may take 30 seconds to a minute and a half, but you can lift your heat press that you're working with. Ours, with it being a clamshell, the top plate is at an angle, so that back portion gets cooked a little faster than the front. So what I like to do is check it, and it's nowhere near close, so we're gonna put it back down, and then I'll turn it around. Now I will tell you, we are working at 385 degrees. That's what we're going to be pressing our shirt at. So make sure your heat press or your heat source is working at 385 degrees. So now you can really see the color and the detail in this beautiful piece of art that we're going to be pressing onto this shirt. Cooking it really brings out those colors. Before if you have a lighter image, do not fret if you feel like, oh, these colors aren't right, because once you get this powder on here and you get it cooked, those colors are really gonna come through. So once we have cooked our image, what I like to do is I like to give a good press to my shirts to get all of the wrinkles out. So I'm just gonna give this shirt a press for about 10 to 15 seconds. Can you all tell what my favorite color is? So once we have gotten the wrinkles out, I'm going to make sure my shirt is lined up where I want it. Once I have all the wrinkles out, I'm going to take my image and I'm just going to lay it down on my shirt where I want it. Then I'm going to cover it with butcher paper. And I'm going to press this for 30 to 35 seconds. Now, I have tried so many different times. I have tried different temperatures. I have tried warm peels. I have tried cold peels. What I have found works the absolute best is pre-press, make sure that your image is cooked great, and then pressing for 30 to 35 seconds with a cold peel. You do not want to peel this warm. The results that I have gotten are not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off. Now I suggest you wear heat resistant gloves because it may be a little hot, but I'm just coming from there to here. I like rubbing this on a cold surface like this marble countertop. So I'm just going to kind of rub this around. That takes that heat out of this image or out of this area a lot faster. So I'm going to rub it around, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm also going to rub it around on this side. Once this is cool to the touch, we are going to come in here and start peeling up our image. This is always the nerve-wracking part for me because the first couple times that we did this, it was terrible. And it just did not peel like it was supposed to. So it always makes me super nervous to peel this off. But y'all, look at that result. How beautiful is that? And on a 100% cotton t-shirt.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. Yay!
We're back, baby!
Woohoo! Oh my goodness. So what we're gonna do today is we're giving you a head-to-head comparison testing using traditional copy paper, literally purchased at Walmart, direct to competing with a sub paper.
Y'all, your mind's gonna be blown.
This is crazy. Not to say I'm gonna go stop using a sub paper.
Yeah.
But
I still use it, which is maybe just out of habit.
Out of habit, yeah.
But we'll let y'all compare because there are differences, and it's like, which differences do I prefer?
Want?
Yeah, because even when I did it, I showed Lauren and I showed Tanner, like, after I did it, I was like, which one is copy paper, which one's sublimation? And you honestly couldn't tell, but you could tell there's differences. So
exactly.
I think it's good to like notice the differences and then see what works for you. Actually, I'm really curious about the SureColor printer with copy paper.
I think so.
We haven't tried it, but we should.
Yeah, we will try.
Yeah.
We just got in the brand new Epson specific for sublimation printer, the SureColor. I think it's the ETF something.
I only know the ET bar.
Yeah. It's a really cool printer. I gave a full review, so that video will be coming out soon. Just like breaking down like what you need to know about it, the cut and draw. We have that coming out real soon. So
it's very interesting. If you're like, I'm not really into new technology, it's very cool.
It is really cool.
There's a lot of features on it specific for sublimation, which I think is really cool, especially if you're a sublimator queen.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you're doing all the time, it's very nice for that. So I know, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think it's
Let's
gonna be
dive
awesome.
in.
Okay.
Let's dive in.
Are you going? Am I showing them?
You can show them.
You want me to
You
show
can
them?
show
Okay,
them.
okay. I have been really excited about this.
Alicia's been working on this one for I mean, I feel like there's been a lot of R&D.
Yeah, there
So
has
good.
been. So what I wanted to do another test besides just the copy paper and the sublimation paper. I wanted to see because I know a lot of people run t-shirt businesses. It's like a big thing right now. I printed these last month, so they've just been sitting.
No way.
There's a copy paper and a sublimation paper. They've just been sitting, and so I wanted to see if I pre-printed a bunch of designs and I put them on shelves for whenever people ordered a shirt, like, is it going to hold up if I do them all in copy paper? Is it going to hold up on sublimation paper? So I thought it would just be like another way to kind of test the waters and see what happens. But like we were saying earlier, we have our normal sublimation paper here. So this is the A-Sub 125. I don't know if the G is grams. I'm going to say grams, but it's 8.5 by 11. If you have never purchased any A-Sub paper, you can definitely tell the difference in texture. So this is like, honestly, it's not waxy, but it's soft. It's like a soft.
It feels good.
Yeah, and it feels different on the back than the front. So the front has this special coating on it that allows the ink to adhere to the paper and then go onto your clothing well. So it has a different feel. If you've ever bought it or used it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And then obviously we've just got regular copy paper. So this is just basic.
This is Walmart copy paper.
Yeah,
Alicia.
this is the Pen and Gear Walmart brand copy paper. Nothing fancy.
This is what we're printing our reports on here at Makers Gonna Learn.
Right. And this is what I printed on this one. There's a piece of glitter on there. But this one was printed with this paper, and then this one was printed with this paper.
Now, while you're chatting, I'm just gonna pull up some basic prices.
Okay.
For some A-Sub. So as we continue on, I have it right here.
Yeah.
A pack of A-Sub paper for 110 sheets is almost $20.
Okay.
So a pack of printer paper.
This one has 500 sheets.
Okay, so let me find a comparable, here on the internet. So for a pack of 500 sheets, it's about $11.
Okay,
and that's if you're ordering online. I'll tell you, Wally World's got a little cheaper.
Oh yeah, $4. Sometimes it's cheaper to get it in store, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a question a minute ago. Oh, April said, so I heard if you let it stay on paper for longer, there's a different result in colors. We're going to test that out.
Yeah.
We're going to that's why I printed these on July 26th. I wrote it right here.
Look at that.
Yep, I wrote it. And so, yeah, we're going to try that out. But you can already see the obvious difference whenever they're printed. So these were printed today. So you all can see, they look crazy because they're reflected. It's a reflected image because we're sublimating. But
yes.
This is the copy paper, which looks a lot lighter. And this one's way more saturated. So like in my brain, I'm like, this one's going to work better. The sublimation paper is going to work better. It's going to look better. It's going to look darker. Like that's just kind of my first instinct. But I have the original shirt that we did it on. That I let Tanner look, and I was like, test it out. Like, I want to see if you guys can really tell a difference. Honestly, you cannot tell a difference.
And I just say, like, this project alone is like a great reason why we, again, call Alicia like a scientist, because she literally printed things and wrote the date on it just so that she knew.
Y'all, I'll just show you. I'll show you my shirt.
Let's show them.
This is the first one that I did. There's sticky notes taped to it. So this is what kind of stuff that I do for you guys. Okay, I love y'all.
It's so good. It is so good. You never
Okay,
see
so
her.
I'm laying down. I've got the A-Sub here, and this is just the copy paper. Did I bring? Oh yeah, I did. Let me grab some heat tape, and we're just gonna tape this down at the top just to secure it.
Now, one thing I will say is, like, A-Sub is known to, like, have a really, like, it allows the ink to really get deep in there.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I've been able to press, like, the same design twice on A-Sub, and I'll just go out and tell you, I would not expect the same results with copy paper.
Right.
Because it's not thick enough. It's not able to hold the ink as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Now right now, let's tell them, recap one last time. You have put butcher's paper,
yes,
the t-shirt, the sublimation design, another piece of butcher's paper, and heat tape and you're going to heat them together.
Yes. So butcher paper is underneath, and then the t-shirt, and then we've got the designs taped here.
Yeah.
Butcher paper on top, and
Now
then I'm
tell
going to
us-
pull this down.
Tell us some details. Are you using 100% polyester shirt? We're getting questions.
Today we're using 100% polyester because I wanted you all to see like a really rich result, because the higher the polyester content in the shirt, the I guess more, I don't want to say brighter, but like richer the colors are in sublimation typically. So 100% polyester is going to really grab those colors. So you guys are going to really be able to see the difference. So I just put a piece of tape on the top and bottom of the design. This is really hot, and you always want to put your sublimation design on top of your shirt. So you don't want to I wouldn't want to put the t-shirt face down into my heat press. I want to put it face up. That way my design, my paper design is touching the heat press. So I'm gonna press this for, let's do 40 seconds.
Woohoo!
Okay, we're at 385 degrees. We're gonna go for 40 seconds.
Love that.
Yes, I'm really excited. I know it's gonna work. I'm just really curious at what you all think about it.
Me too.
I wanna know what you all think about the difference, and I still use adhesive paper, I guess because we still have some, but
yeah, I love it.
For me, the copy paper results were just equally as good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now we're getting a few questions. Someone says, I printed a design in April, pressed it in August, and it was beautiful. So we're super excited. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have butcher's paper between the front and the back? Yes.
Yes, but not in between. I don't have butcher paper up inside the shirt.
Some people do recommend that.
Okay.
We haven't ever, sometimes I would with a really thin shirt. This is a pretty thick shirt, and we can even show you if it bled through or not. Another friend asked, how well does it hold up in the wash? Lynn, I have sublimation shirts that have been washed 20 plus times, and the color is still amazing.
I know. It's it's really good. Okay, you guys.
Which one's that? Which one's that?
This is the sublimation.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That is good,
That
you
is
guys.
good.
That is yummy. Okay. Ready? This is the copy paper.
How well did it do?
It did pretty good, but you can see the color difference.
Okay.
So what
I'm coming over.
honestly, if I did not know, if I didn't see this one, I'd be like, that's amazing. But I've seen this one and I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
But again, this one was, how long had it been?
This one I printed just now.
Oh, these are the just now.
Yeah, these are not just now. I printed them right before we came in here.
Okay. And then what about the design you did? The test.
Let's look at it.
Let's bring that one back in.
Yeah.
Because let's compare.
And this shirt may be different material.
It is
this
a different
is not
blend.
the same. This is the cool dry 100% polyester.
Yeah.
This is
I think there's some cotton in that.
It feels like there's cotton in this one.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if that matters.
Wow.
But let's see. So this is sublimation paper, this one, and this is copy paper.
Okay. See, what's funny about when you look at it from this shirt that's a little bit more cotton blend, if you really look at it, I feel like this one's easier to read.
It is.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes. And I feel like the cotton, this is the copy paper on cotton. This one looks more saturated to me than this one. But I don't know. I think because this is on 100% polyester, the design to me is crispier on this shirt.
Both designs are crisper, but when I start looking at this, I feel like this is black, and this color is like a rich black. It is.
Yes.
It is.
The blackest black.
For me, it's hard to read the word
Oh,
baseball.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's
this
hard
pops
to read.
more here because this is so dark.
It's hard for me to read the
Yeah.
baseball. Which
That's
is
interesting.
crazy.
Yeah.
But then here, if we look at some of our patterns, I think I prefer this. If you look at the cheetah, is this cheetah or leopard?
Yeah. Either or.
Either or. The pattern, I think I prefer the pattern look here rather than this. I'll agree there. But with this black text, it's just hard for me to read.
Yeah, that's very true, though. I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, Sadie, what do you think? Can you see it on camera? Can they see both of them? Guys, let us know what you think. Which one is the left side more readable or the right side? Let me know which one when it comes to reading, left or right side when it comes to readability. That's what I'm interested about. I'm going to look over here.
Diana is wondering if in the advanced settings, if you could bump up the saturation for the copy paper print.
You could change and play around with your settings.
Yeah.
The point of today's training is to really just show you whoa, can you do this? Can you not?
Yeah.
Yes or no, right? Yes or no, can you sublimate with copy paper? How does it look? We're getting quite a few friends saying right side, right, but left is richer, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
The right.
Wow.
So it's very, it's a toss-up, right? If you start
Yeah.
sublimating just on copy paper, you may notice that you want to change some of your settings.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. I mean, you're saving a ton of money.
Ton of money.
Right?
Yeah. Now, but like we were saying, it's totally personal preference too, because some of you may prefer this side, which I personally prefer this. I love deep,
Yeah.
dark colors, like really rich colors.
Me too.
But
I love
you
that.
can, the readability is better here, and a lot of people prefer to have readability, especially on a shirt that has words on it.
Right.
And then I did a 24-hour test.
Ooh.
This is sublimation. So this one was sublimated and this one was copy paper. Honestly, there's not much of a difference. There's really not. So, but we can test on the ones that have been sitting here since July. Now, someone already said they had a design from April and they did it in August.
But they didn't specify, was it adhesive paper or was it copy paper?
Yeah, they didn't. Okay.
So I'm kind of intrigued.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this registration box because I printed these from Design Space. So I'm just gonna cut this out so we don't sublimate it on there. Not that it matters unless somebody's gonna wear this shirt that says baseball mom all over it.
Now, Alicia, we're getting some questions that I think you're gonna be interested about
Okay.
and maybe get you thinking.
Okay, let's hear them. I'm ready.
Does the copy paper work on other blanks such as tumblers?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
What would your gut say? My gut says I probably want to invest in this adhesive paper, especially for projects like that.
My gut says it'll work, but I don't know how well.
Yeah, because you're taping a lot. I would probably feel comfortable using the copy paper on like a mug press and like on a mug.
Yeah.
Like maybe a photo or two. But you know, things like that.
I don't know.
not sure
I'm curious
either.
though. Maybe I should try that.
I know we may, who knows, maybe we will
Come
have
to
to
the
do
copy
a
side.
follow-up. Maybe we'll have to do a follow-up.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, so Holly says definitely works on mugs.
Ooh.
Can you use the same technique on a dark shirt? Probably, as long as you were using polyester blend or like a poly blend shirt and bleaching it out.
Mm-hmm.
But let's try this. So this is our old pattern. This one I printed on July 26th this year. And we're gonna see how well it transfers on here.
So you're about to sublimate the July, what date was it?
July 26th.
July 26th designs.
And it's almost been a month, almost.
Yeah,
So
almost
it's been
a
a few
month.
weeks.
Can you sublimate on photo paper for a mug? No. I would not use photo paper for the mug.
Oh.
Because that paper is like totally different.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, yeah.
And that's a lot more expensive than sublimation paper or printer paper. So if you don't have sublimation paper and you're choosing between photo paper or copy paper, please use copy paper. The
Yes.
glossiness of photo paper would not be good. Leave me a comment right now. We have 300 friends hanging out with me and Alicia today.
Oh, yay.
If you're watching, let us know if you want us to do a Tumbler. Now, since we have so many friends here, this is another great question since we're waiting on the press. Tell me in the comments, how many of you are brand new to sublimation, have never sublimated? Let me know in the comments if that's you. Let me know if there's any first-time visitors that we could say hello and welcome to the channel.
Yes.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
How'd it do?
Okay, beautiful, firstly. It looks different, though. It does look
sublimation?
different. Yeah, the sublimation.
It doesn't look as rich.
The colors are different. It's equally as rich, but like this is more yellow toned than this. I don't know if it's transferring, like if y'all can see that there. But let's see what the copy paper looks like. Oh, this looks better to me.
After it, oh, it does.
Maybe the ink, maybe our print heads need to be cleaned.
Oh my gosh.
The color saturation is different. These are like more yellow toned. These are more like beigey.
Okay,
like,
I'm coming back
Cheeto.
over. I'm coming over.
Okay, take a look, see.
Oh my word. Oh,
We've been
my
filming today, so
word.
it's
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can you guys tell? Like, what do y'all think?
So this was from Print Today, Print Today.
Lots of never sublimateds here.
Oh my gosh, if you've never sublimated, I highly recommend you check out the sublimation course. Even if you haven't grabbed a printer yet, I want to help you choose which printer is right for you.
Yeah.
And that's like training number 1 inside the program.
It's in the program.
It's there. Like, we want to help you from the start so you don't waste any money.
Yeah.
That is why we have the program for you.
Allie said both of them look better than the fresh print, and I agree.
I do agree. I mean, the blacks.
Yeah, what the heck?
Holy cow.
I can't remember if I cleaned the print heads right before I did these or not, but now I'm like, did I?
They look good.
Yeah, because these look amazing. So,
wow.
I mean, these are all different to me.
But honestly, no matter which one, if I'm looking at this, you know, this one only, like each one of these separately,
Yeah.
they all 4 look really good.
I agree. They look different, but they all look great.
It's kind of impressive that you could bulk print out some copy paper or a sub and still get such a great quality, especially for a business. You know, you're going to bulk bleach dye your shirts.
Right.
You're going to bulk
print your designs.
And then your only step to complete the order, press it, ship it.
Right.
How
How easy is that?
How crazy is that?
And the markup on shirts is so good.
Oh my gosh, right?
Like, especially if you're purchasing t-shirts at wholesale prices, and then like, I mean, you can make a really good profit. And if you're in the t-shirt business, then you probably already know that.
Definitely.
Lynn says, mind blowing. Oh, let's get Courtney.
Okay.
Should we get Courtney?
Okay, we should get Courtney in here.
She might not be out here. Let me go see.
Okay, let's go see where Courtney's at.
Or
oh my gosh, where's the course at? I so need. So it's $70 off today, and I'm going to link the Design Make Sell program too. So whichever program you want, the coupon code for Design Make Sell is DMS, and then the coupon code for Sublimation, there is no coupon code.
okay.
Courtney, people are dying to have some of your thoughts. People really want to know.
Courtney has a great opinion about things.
She does have a great opinion.
So which one is your favorite, first of all?
Yeah, pick your favorite.
That one? Okay, which
Wow.
one do you think is copy paper?
Are 2 of them copy paper?
2 of them are copy paper.
I'm guessing this.
You think those
Okay.
two? Okay. Any reasoning? Any reason why?
It's duller.
It's duller,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay. Okay, but this was your favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite too. So this one was printed July 26th. And this is sublimation paper.
Okay.
So those 2 are copy paper though. But these are the ones from today. I printed those just now. So I said maybe my
Crazy.
print heads need to be cleaned.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, they still look good, but they're not like
Right,
like,
right.
The cheetah in that is
This
so,
is copy paper.
yeah. Yep.
So Wendy's asking, will it wash out with the copy paper and cotton more than sub and poly? So there is no washing out. Like
Right.
what you see is what it is when it comes to this technique. There is
As long as you're
nothing.
using polyester. If you use cotton,
Okay, like what it's made out of?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 100% polyester shirt. That's why our designs are like super crispy. Like they look
Yes.
good. And also I say crispy all the time and I mean sharp when I say that.
Yeah.
But this is 100% polyester. When you sublimate, you want to use shirts that are, I say 60-40 poly cotton blend. So you
Yep.
need 60% at least polyester.
Yeah.
In order to get a good like saturated design. If you're sublimating on cotton, if it's like a 60-40 cotton poly and there's more cotton in it, your design is going to wash out a little bit. It won't be bad. It won't probably go all the way away, but the polyester is what the sublimation ink adheres to. So whenever you heat it up and you press it, that ink adheres to the polymers in the fabric. And so it's like, it's
Yes.
just there. It's like a tattoo. It ain't going
Yes.
away. Like it's going to be there forever.
Yes. And
So-
Yolanda, you'll get all the updates of the course. So once you purchase the
Yeah.
course, you pay one time or you do the payment plan. You pay today, 30 days from now, and you get all the updates. Now, Alicia, people are wanting to throw us even more questions.
I know, I'm seeing some easy
But they
subli.
have some interesting thoughts.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear some.
People are wanting us to test it on cardstock, which I think would totally be a fail. I think the ink would seep all into the cardstock and not transfer over. That's my gut.
Yeah.
But
me too.
then here is something that I'm like, oh my gosh, this could either be really good or very like smeary.
Okay.
And that's laser paper. Have you felt laser copy paper lately?
No.
It's a little bit thicker.
Okay.
It's a little shinier.
Okay.
That's why I think it wouldn't be as crisp.
It wouldn't be as
because it's a little, it's slick.
Okay. Like almost like photo paper?
No, it's still copy paper.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
laser paper.
Okay.
So these
yeah,
are some good ones.
That.
We might have to play around with it. I agree with Jan. It would soak up the ink. Did you use copy paper on 100% cotton? No, Kathy. We used a copy paper on 100% polyester.
Yes, you cannot sublimate
awesome.
on 100% cotton unless you have direct to film.
Yes.
Or there's a couple other ways that you can
Right.
sublimate on 100%
Right.
cotton, but you can't just like go in willy-nilly and do it.
Exactly. Yes, Carrie, you can join Maker's Gonna Sublimate on Friday, so definitely join that when you're ready. We're so excited. Have you done a live on Easy Subly?
We I don't know if it was a live, but I think we definitely filmed a video of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done some, not much. Nathan says, I use laser paper, works better than sublimation for him.
Oh, okay.
Nathan, post some results.
Yeah, I want
We
to
wanna
see
see
it.
it.
If you're a member, post it in our group because I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. I've never even touched laser paper, so
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
maybe I have and like didn't know. Yeah,
I love laser paper.
Okay.
But if Nathan's saying that it's better than sublimation paper.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe laser
that's
paper.
cool.
So this is a great thing. If your kids have anything that you want them to draw on copy paper with a sublimation pen or
Yeah.
a infusible ink marker, things like that, then you could sublimate it onto fabric or onto
That's
a
a
shirt.
cute idea. I never thought of that.
Make their own little shirt.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes. that is so
I'm
fun.
wondering though, is the laser paper more inexpensive than sublimation paper?
I believe it is. Let me pull up a price. So remember the pack of copy paper was
$11.99.
Yeah. So for a pack of this is inkjet and laser paper. I want something to just say laser. Okay.
Like only laser.
Premium laser paper. You're getting 500 sheets, $11.
Oh,
But
Okay.
I'm excited to test that. I
yeah,
think
we'll
that'll
have to
be
test
really
that one
cool.
out for sure.
Yeah.
And what did we order this week? A lot of people keep asking about the cotton.
The
Easy Color. Caesar Easy Color.
Caesar Easy Color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we ordered that. So we're going to be trying to do that. That's going to allow you to sublimate on 100% cotton.
Yeah.
But I have not played around with it at all.
Yeah, we're waiting for it. I will
Yeah.
say our buddy did message us on, he texted me very late last night asking for our address. Yes. So
He followed me on Instagram
Oh,
yesterday.
what a great guy.
Yeah,
what a
he
great
was
guy.
so nice.
He was in the chat. Was it yesterday?
Yeah. Or
What a-
not yesterday, Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
What a great guy. He
Yeah.
was texting me. He's traveling today. So
I'm going to come sit with you.
come sit with me. Oh my gosh.
And today, if you do sublimation and you are into sublimation, we have the hack of all hacks for you.
Oh my goodness. Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
good stuff.
It is so good. This is all about using our amazing sublimation, taking advantage of doing a little hack that you're going to be very impressed with. If you're a member and student, more of a student of Maker's Gonna Sublimate, y'all, this hack is going to really set you up for success. And if you're not a member or a student of Maker's Gonna Sublimate, Lauren, $70 off.
It's a great deal.
Amazing deal. You have
great deal.
We're down to the last 2 days of boot camp after today. So you have until Friday at midnight to decide to become a member for $30 off.
Right.
Or grab Maker's Gonna Sublimate for $70 off. Whoa. So I know we'll get questions about it because we haven't talked about Maker's Gonna Sublimate.
We haven't in a while.
Yeah.
Like there for a little bit, I felt like that was
Like a big push.
Around the time that I started.
Yes.
It was about, like, we talked about it all the time. We did all kinds of sublimation.
Yeah.
And then we kind of scaled back a little bit because...
Well, membership is so prominent, and we just kind of go where you all ask us to go. So there was like questions about, Tanner, I need you to teach me sublimation. So this sublimation class, y'all, if there's been other programs here at Maker's Gonna Learn that the whole team is a part of, I filmed and produced every single video of that course, so I can say with the utmost confidence that you will love, love, love. There is, I think, 16 or 17 training module videos. There's amazing action steps. People ask me all the time, Tanner, should I buy Maker's Gonna Sublimate if I haven't bought a printer yet? please, this course curriculum gives you everything you really need to get started, exact links. It lets you compare and contrast and make a decision for what printer is right for you. And what, of course, we did because we're extra here.
Right.
We have given our Maker's Gonna Sublimate students 200 exclusive designs.
Yes.
That's only available when you sign up for Maker's Gonna Sublimate.
So we did have a question. If it is Maker's Gonna Sublimate a subscription? So it's not a subscription. It is a course that you can buy. And in that course, we teach you the ins and outs of sublimation, what the do's and don'ts. And I'm telling you, the amount of money that you spend on buying that course, we have spent that threefold.
So much.
In blanks, and ink, and paper to try to bring you the best possible so that you don't make those same mistakes.
Now, my course promise is that if you invest in this course, this curriculum, you will save the cost of the course in your own mistakes. Meaning you're not going to have as many ones we've tested. I've tested, for example, colors on the printers and mugs like 20 times over to make sure we give you guys the curriculum. So a few highlights of like someone here that's like, oh, I can sublimate. Y'all, the course, you get some really cool templates, which if I had, I could show you some of them, but I'll show you on the website. Secondly, what you're also getting is mastering software outside of Design Space.
Yes. So the software that you're going to be working with a lot with sublimation is going to be Canva, and we use Inkscape. And the reason we decided
teach both.
We do teach both. Canva, I would say, is my personal favorite, but I also like Canva for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
But Inkscape, the reason that we chose Inkscape is because Inkscape is a free software.
Woohoo, free,
I mean, you can use, is it like Adobe Illustrator?
Illustrator would be the paid version. If you have that, like, pretty much the cool thing of Inkscape is it's a great learning platform to see, can I really make it or break it? I teach you how to design some custom garden flags inside the course in Inkscape, and there are some pros of that. So in the course, you're getting a lot more than just, here's what printer to use, here's the supplies you need. Yes, you're gonna learn that, but you're gonna learn some like advanced sublimation designing too. I think you're gonna be really pleasantly surprised with it. So if you're interested in sublimation, you're already sublimating, you wanna go deeper, the files and everything are so good. But hello everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're making, y'all. You're not gonna believe it. As we get over here at the craft area, I am so excited for this project. Here's what I wanted to show you. This is it. So this is what we're making. I really, really, really love these tumblers that you're able to make with your convection oven, because you can make up to 3 of these at a time, which is insane. You don't have to have the mug press. I have tested, I believe we recorded a video testing mug press versus convection oven, things like that. You know, it's very interesting, but the convection oven is so good. All right, so I love this. Here is what we're going to teach you all how to make today. We are using a pattern from Maker's Gonna Learn. We are using a font called Demonstration. We're using an offset, and we're going to touch on the connection between Cricut Design Space, Canva, and our internal computer. Because when you sublimate, there is not a all around easy peasy one-stop shop for this, right? There's not a one-stop shop. So when you are sublimating, and the reason why you want to sublimate, y'all, is like, I just wish they could feel it. I wish I could hand this to you through the camera and say, you need it. Someone says, can you explain what sublimation is? Of course I can.
I'm so glad you're touching on this.
Yeah.
We've had so many
comments. They're like, wait, I want to know. I get it. So sublimation, if you've heard of infusible ink is printed sheets of sublimation transfers. Cricut has bundled it, and of course in a Cricut fashion called it something totally abstract. Infusible ink, amazing name. But this right here is a sheet of printed sublimation ink. It comes out of a printer with ink. As the heat here activates, it is going to heat that up, and y'all are in for a treat today because I'm doing one start to finish. You're going to see how this ink will actually heat up and become a gas, and at the end of the day, become something super permanent. Now, one of my biggest questions I get, Tanner, what can you sublimate on? Can I sublimate on a black t-shirt? Can I sublimate on a cotton t-shirt? No and no. This is only for like white and light colors, unless you're bleaching. That is taught in our programming, Maker's Gonna Sublimate, so definitely check that out. And 2, cotton does not store that gas. So what you have to have is something like this right here, which is a sublimation blank. All right, this is what's considered a sublimation blank. Click our link down below, look at our supply list. You can see this is a sublimation blank. There are so many. You can do car coasters. You can do, I mean, there's so many different blanks, like koozies, pillowcases. I mean, so many things, right? So I love sublimation, but you can also do polyester fabrics. So you could get a t-shirt that is 65% poly mixed with cotton, and that would be able to sublimate. The more polyester, the better it will be when you sublimate. The broader, the more vibrant colors and things like that. Does that give everyone a nice intro
It gives
to sublimation?
a great
Because
intro.
I want to have a good base before we move on.
Great intro. A couple things, questions that I've had that I'm going to touch on real quick.
Let's do it.
You cannot use inkjet printer ink. You can use an Epson EcoTank, which is technically an inkjet printer. However, you must convert it into a sublimation printer using sublimation ink. And there are plenty of great sublimation inks out there. We're not going to go into which ones are better.
We do teach on converting your printer in the course. We do touch on our philosophy of inks. There's a lot of training that can go into this. So yeah, great question.
Next one is somebody asked if it comes out of the ink, out of the printer wet. It does not, but you do not want to put your fingers on any type of sublimation paper.
No, because if I scratch it, it will not transfer the same.
It won't transfer the same.
Yep.
And then there was, somebody asked what it feels like. It feels like nothing. It absolutely feels like nothing.
Yeah, like if I close my eyes, I'm like, I don't feel it, I don't see it.
Yes.
It's weird.
You do not need to do this in your kitchen oven.
No.
You need to have a special small convection oven, because what happens...
There's a gas.
It is a gas. So yes, there was another question. Is there a smell? Yes, there is a very faint smell.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We are in a well-ventilated studio.
Very large studio.
Do not do this in a very small enclosed area without opening a window or some type of ventilation.
Now, Susan says, I heard you need to print on laser printer paper and not inkjet. So Susan, here at Maker's Gonna Learn, we recommend using sublimation paper, which is from a brand called A-Sub. It is pretty much the standard when it comes to sublimation paper. It's awesome. Get you a pack of it. It'll be great. So it is so good. I love it. Last year, I focused on learning design space. Working with cardstock, would sublimation be right for me? Could you scroll up so I could see that comment just again? Oh, would love to learn sublimation, but out of my budget. Rosalind, believe it or not, like a lot of what you've learned will help you get into sublimation when you're ready. So I say still keep your focus over there, and maybe this Christmas add in sublimation and things like that. Definitely something to save up for. So the oven we are giving away today, the more you engage, the more you show up, the more you comment, the better chances you have. And supplies, pretty minimal. The main supplies we have, I'm going to kind of bring it all into frame so you guys can kind of see what we're going to do, and then we'll go overhead and give you a close-up of our design. Now, if you're a sublimation pro, stick with me because you're going to see a little hack here today that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with. So we can go overhead now. Here's what we've got. We are using the heat gun for a special little hack. I cannot wait for you all to see that at the end, so get ready. We have our tape dispenser with heat-resistant tape. I will teach you exactly why you need the heat-resistant tape, so stay tuned. You will need this right here. This is a lint roller. The lint roller is going to help you remove any debris, anything off of your sublimation blank. For example, if there is dust on your sublimation blank, when you do that transfer, it is not going to allow it to sublimate properly. So you always want to make sure the debris is off of it and make sure it's good to go for the best quality. You don't want smudge marks, you don't want, you know, sweaty hands, anything like that on here. You want to be careful and take care of it. We are using a pair of scissors today. I touched on it just briefly. We are using A-sub paper and we have printed this beautiful design. It's always going to print a little bit fainter than what it will come out on the actual design. We're getting some comments asking about our design today, and this is actually a Maker's Gonna Learn cut file that I'll be sharing with you. So if you're a member, you will be able to make this project, okay? You will be able to make this project. Let me share with you all the finished one. Oh, Alicia worked so hard on this and her name's on it, so I love that. So you can see the, I want to call it Terrazzo. Terrazzo. So you can see this beautiful design. I mean, it's so good, it's so awesome. We're using a font. I have a few sticky notes to keep me on task today. So I'm just gonna move these sticky notes so I can like look at them better because I wanna make sure we do everything perfect. So our font today is Demonstrate. I love this font. When we do this font, we're gonna add an offset. Oh, shout out to Crystal Williams, 4-year member. You're amazing. Go Crystal, love all our members here. Kathy says, can you make this on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper? So for this size, we are actually doing 9.3 by 8.2. So it would have to be a little bit smaller, but you could do something very, very similar. So yeah, let's just take another look at this right here. You are going to love it. I feel like this is a cult and I'm slowly being sucked into buying membership.
No, I'm just, like, there's been a lot of people asking about resizing of this. So
Yeah.
when we get this over into Canva, you can actually resize this in Canva to fit whatever you're doing. So somebody asked about like a mug or a larger tumbler or a smaller, I think somebody said something about a shot glass. Like you can resize your design and we will show you how.
Yes. And the course is self-paced. So it's all pre-recorded, no interruptions, learn at your own pace curriculum. And the membership is linked down below. Click the link, get in. It's a little more than like 40 something cents a day. I wanna say it's like 45 cents a day. So you pay a one lump sum for the deal today, but you get access for a full 365 days. So yay, oh my goodness, Michelle, you're cracking me up, I love it. Aw, Tanner, how can anyone ever be sad around you? You're so happy and joyful. Thank you, Patty. We try our best here. The coffee really does help. It elevates.
I mean, yeah, the coffee
it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Denise, inside of Maker's Gonna Sublimate, I will teach you how to use Inkscape for sublimation. So I kind of merge the two together and make it really practical. I'm not just teaching Inkscape, I'm teaching what to use for sublimation and things. But let's go over, head over to the share screen. We are going to take a look. This is Maker's Gonna Sublimate. So you can go over, you can do one payment for the $70 off, or you can break it up into 2 payments. Again, only 2 days, so that's kind of crazy. You're going to learn everything you need. You're gonna be able to get this for an insane value. You're getting the 16 videos, more than 200 exclusive files. We, of course, are giving you that digital ebook so that you have everything you need to master it and have it organized. And you're going to be able to go from lost to really taken care of really quickly. We'll have over 7 projects start to finish you can create right away. You can read more of the nitty-gritty of each lesson. This is incredible. I'm going to teach you how to sublimate on cotton, sublimate on wood, start to finish garden flag, making a tumbler, using photographs with sublimation. And now let me share with you some of the 200 plus files that you will die over. These are all sublimation ready. These are designed specifically for sublimation. We did a lot of research. Courtney's entire team worked very hard on this. You're getting some amazing images. You're getting amazing patterns to take advantage of, some exclusive member patterns that we haven't seen from the Makers Gonna Learn Vault is actually here today. And what I wanted to share with you was some of these right here. We have specific mug and tumbler images, and it is fantastic. So I love this. You have different ways to match patterns with scribbles and things like that. It's awesome. So Makers Gonna Sublimate is not included in your membership. This is such a large program. It's an independent course. There's no recurring fee. Once you pay your registration, you are in for a lifetime. You have lifetime access of the course. So that is awesome. Helena just purchased the course. Amazing, worth the price. I love it. Yes, these files are incredible. So you will love, love, love that. But let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to need. So over our last release, we have released over 6, how do you pronounce it? Terrazzo patterns. So what we've done is you have different colors, you have a different variation, and it is super, super fun. So we love that. So we're using the pattern number 1, and you'll see that over here when we hop over to Cricut Design Space. If you already have the sublimation course, you already have access to those files. So go download it, my friend. That is awesome. I am definitely in the wrong Cricut Design Space. This is a sneak peek.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Sneaky piggy.
Sneaky peek, sneaky peek, sneaky peek. Okay, let me head over here.
It's because when she was showing you something
that's
else.
so funny. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me find my project. Oh, we got maintenance happening on the 18th. Everybody, buckle up, buckle up. Let's click view all. I'm going to search for the proper project.
So Debbie wants us to ask, will you still have access to the course if, heaven forbid, you have to cancel your yearly or monthly membership? So guess what? If you buy this course, you have it for life.
Yes.
It is not part of our yearly or monthly membership.
Correct.
Once you buy the course, it is yours. You have access to it.
Yes, great, great question. I love that question, and we love it. So what we're going to do is we're pairing the Terrazzo, I can't even say it.
Terrazzo,
thank you. We're grabbing that Terrazzo file. You would upload it like normal cut file, and you would be able to just snatch it. So I'm gonna scroll through and see if I have it, but if not, we'll just re-download it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Where is my file? That is a version, that's a version. I don't know if that's the proper version of the one we're using, so I'm just gonna download it real quick and you'll see how easy it is. Download, open up that zip file.
Barbara says, I promised my family I wouldn't get any more toys, ... Guess I lied. I love this.
You'll love sublimation. And honestly, my friends, if you're into selling, the thought of selling, anything like that, you would be able to sell this and do really, really well with it. So. Anyway, we have grabbed this file. There's 2 accidentally. So here's what the file looks like when you upload it. And we're just going to go ahead and size this width to 6.75. Now what I like to, oh, I typed in 7.75. 6.75, beautiful. And when you have this sized right here, here is what we're going to do, all right? We are going to now, after sizing it to there, we are going to grab a new text box and we're going to system and we'll see if we have our demonstrate font, which is right here. And look at this font. I mean, I can just put text on here. Like, it looks so good. So this is a Maker's Gonna Learn font. And we are just going to type out Alicia. Alicia. Beautiful. We're going to scale this down. And what we're going to do now is we are actually going to go ahead and press offset. We're offsetting this at 0.15. Beautiful. Look at that with rounded edges. We are going to press apply. And now, while we're selecting both of these layers, we're just going to go ahead and rotate. Do you see how I'm able to rotate this and it like kind of clicks? It clicks into place. How we're doing this is I'm pressing shift. As long as you're pressing shift, you will see the results of that. All right. So before we move on, I am actually going to grab the colors of our design. Like, we're using kind of some complementary colors. So I'm going to select our background, our offset, and I'm going to select the color here. And I'm going to just grab a color from the back. So we could see how that blue looks. That looks cool. And then we're going to grab our text, and we're going to go under material color and grab this beautiful lighter color. All right, look at this. Is this not coming together great? I love it. So now that you have this, let's scale it down. Let's bring it over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and select you know what? I'm going to select these text boxes. I'm just going to group them real quick. And then I'm going to select 2 of these layers, and I'm going to click align, and we're going to center. So it just centers that right here. It is so, so good. It is awesome. Now, Lauren, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
We sized it. I didn't tell everyone why. We sized this at 6.75 because that fits within the print and cut parameters.
Yes.
So using Cricut Design Space, they kind of limit you, unfortunately. The design abilities are amazing, but how many of us sometimes are not able to, you know, take full advantage for sublimation? So you have to incorporate other tools and other workarounds. So that is why we are doing kind of the harder work in a program we're familiar with, and then we're going to do some of the easy stuff outside of it. So now that you're here, you've uploaded your background, you've sized it, you've done your text work, you've added that offset, it is snuck in right there, and it is so, so good. And yes, Rebecca, it is an additional fee to being a member, but we recommend, if you are already a member, to use the same account. You're going to select all these layers, and you're going to click flatten. Oh my gosh, they do need to download Demonstrate. Demonstrate is the font. If you guys didn't catch that yet, the font name is Demonstrate.
Yes.
All right, look at this. You're pretty much done. We've already did all the work, so I'm going to delete this one, and you can see this is the finished. So when you click Make It, you are now going to be able to click Continue. It's on a mat. And then what we're going to do is click Send to Printer. All right, we are going to turn bleed off. Okay, turn that off. We are going to click Use System Dialog, turn that on, and then here's what we're going to do. We are going to click Print. Here's the crazy thing. This is why you have to be a member to learn all our tricks and be a subscriber here, because look, it says Preparing Print, and you're like, where is it? Well, y'all, if you're new to Cricut, look, it's behind you. Boom, look at that. How else would you know? So what we're going to do now is we are going to go down here to PDF, and we're going to click Open in Preview. And this right here, oh, I forgot. My design looked to be a little skewed, so let me go back. It didn't bring this Alicia part in for some reason. So we're going to click Undo, And I'm going to try to use this one. There it is. So we're going to send to printer. We're going to click turn off bleed. We're going to turn on system dialog and click print. This is a great question. Why bleed off? So we don't need bleed for any reason. It is going to be true print. If you want to be ahead of the game, you can go ahead and click edit and turn mirror on. So you can go ahead and mirror it for you because we are sublimating this. So you can press done.
But if I'm not mistaken, whether you mirror it or not, that cup is going 2 different ways.
Oh.
So it's either the Alicia, the A is going to be on the left side, the bottom of the A is either going to be on the left side, or the bottom of the A is going to be on the right side.
That is true. For this design.
For this specific design.
That is awesome. You are right. I love that. So mirror not for this one. If it was the other way, you would have to make sure to mirror it properly. But let's click send to printer, and the preview looks good here. We're going to click use system dialog. We're going to turn off add bleed, and we'll click print. It's right here, and there we go. I love it, love it, love it. Beth, I think it was just like a Cricut error. I just did it again with a different design, the other one. And you can click down here from PDF. We're going to select open in preview. And boom, look at this. We've got our design in preview. This is awesome, looks beautiful. What we're gonna do now is we're going to go ahead and I wanna just go ahead and make sure this black design, like this black square is off. So I'm just gonna click here and just remove it. You don't have to here. There's other places you can do that. I'm just just trying to see if we need to remove it. We can remove it later too, whichever. You can always cut around it at the end. So this is a PDF. So we're just gonna click File, Export. And we are going to just name this Alicia. And we are going to change from format PDF to format PNG. All right, it's going to documents. My resolution's 150, and you can click save. Just like that. So now over here, you can go to documents and you'll have it. So yay, look at all these. I have so many open, but this is the one we're gonna keep and close all these out. Okay, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna go over here to Canva. You're going to upload this into Canva. And what I want to show you is when you are here, we teach you all about sizing, all about resizing in the course, but you can go to you can go to Canva and create a new document. You can go to Canva and open another one and resize it. Under resize, notice that we are making the size 9.3 by 8.2. Lauren, I don't know if you want to put that in the chat just so they can like try to grab it. Screenshot this right here if you're like, okay, I'm buying the same tumbler. What size are they doing? Take a picture of this, screenshot it. 9.3 by 8.2. All right, 9.3 by 8.2. I love the demonstrate font. It's awesome. All you do is you want to make sure that you are able to upload the image and make sure that black square isn't there. So size that there, and then you would upload your file. And if you click on it, you can see in the background, we have the full design with the squares. We just sized it. So if you've not worked in here a lot, you can watch our training in the course. We'll help you walk you through that really easily. And then what I did was I added a page by clicking this add page button where it says add page. It'll be the same size. And you can see here when you go to uploads, you can upload just your file. I can upload just my file and size it, because for the hack we're doing today, you need both. You need some of these images here plain, and you need your file. So just for visualization purpose, let me also share with you how we took our amazing file that we just grabbed. So I'm going to upload it. So it's very similar to Cricut.
Right. So real quick, we've had a couple people ask questions.
Yes.
Canva is completely separate from Design Space. Currently, we have Pro, but for this specific thing, because you are just uploading, I think did you save it as a PNG, correct?
I did. The PNG is awesome.
You're just uploading it as a PNG. I think one of the big differences between Canva and Canva Pro, I think with Pro you get a little bit more like shapes and pictures and stuff to work with, and then you also get that background removal tool with Canva Pro. But with this one, you do not have to have a background removal tool.
Right.
So you could do this. I'm assuming that this can be done in just a free Canva program.
Yes. We're not doing anything super, hard or anything like that. So you just size this appropriately. Mine is like being a little funky. I'm trying to make sure I am able to do it. I'm just making sure Alicia doesn't move and then trying to scale it up to get that background off. So you can do this and just play around with it, but you guys kind of see what we would do here. I think my size was not proper because this one, remember when I was exporting that properly sized one?
I think what she did is instead of just pulling in one with her name on it, she saved it as one without the name and pulled it in as a separate sheet.
Oh, okay.
That's what she did.
Love it. Well, either one, it is so good. So you can save it, whichever way. The secret here is just making sure, I'm going to pull this resize up again, 9.3 by 8.2. All right. So good. And then you would print this out. So it's really that simple. It is so simple. Because this is allowing us to go larger. This is going larger than what we're able to do in Cricut. So you kind of have to have this little workaround to be able to do this. So Canva is just a website. You could also do this, Lauren, in like Inkscape, like we talked about. You're pretty much the same techniques and everything like that.
You could, yeah, but I just, Canva is just so much easier to work in.
Yeah, and you don't have to have the Canva Pro. It's very interesting. So what you would do, y'all, at this step is just export it. So you can click share, and then you can click download, and you can save the PNG. You can save all 3 pages. You can save 1. We're just going to turn off page 3 and click download. It's downloading this right here. I use Inkscape. Inkscape is free and it's awesome. We do see a glitch here and there, but for the freeness, like, it's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And this is where, so the reason behind him printing an extra sheet.
Oh, it's for a hack.
The extra sheet of the pebbles is for a hack that you all definitely do not want to miss. A lot of people, when they are doing the full wrap tumblers, and these 20-ounce skinny tumblers that we do, the reason that a lot of people do the 20-ounce skinny tumblers is because you can use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper.
Yes, we love it.
And we love that, love it for that.
And you're gonna see that done today.
Yes, we're doing that today. We are using 8.5 by 11 sublimation paper.
Yep.
But a lot of people say, sublimation is amazing, but it can be tricky to get that seamless when you wrap those tumblers. Yeah. If you are doing a full wrap design, it can be tricky.
It's hard.
But
so
we are bringing you.
We have a hack. You're going to be impressed.
Sublimation.
I think you're going to be impressed for the sublimation hack. So real quick, let's make sure we're still over in Canva, over on the share screen. I want to make sure you guys see this right here. You're just going to open these files and you're just going to print these out. You know what I mean? This needs to be, if you want mirrored, this one, we don't have to mirror, as Lauren was sharing, so smart. We don't have to, but I want you all to start taking a look at these edges that look cut off. So you're going to see here in our hack that we're going to show you something really cool. And then we're going to print out a full sheet here, okay? So print this out. Why you need the course. I had a friend ask, Tanner, can you go over the course again? Yes, I'll go over it real quick here, but I'm going to say, I cannot give you all the tips, all the tricks, all the setting details that you need for this project in today's video. We would probably be here an extra hour trying to make sure you knew everything, okay? So you need to get the course if you do not have any clue on what your print settings should be, color settings, things like that. We teach that in the program. So this is what we've got. You're gonna print these out. And if you notice over here, Lauren, start looking at what we've done on this side. It looks like we are going like above and beyond, if we're being honest.
So is he overhead?
Yeah.
So what you're seeing now, it looks very jacked up.
We've cut any edge, so any design here that has the straight edge I'm going to cut out this side too. So I'm just going to grab my scissors, being mindful to not scratch the paper.
Yes.
Lauren, my hands are not sweaty right now, praise God.
Praise.
So this is good, but like this little image, there's a straight line here, so I'm just going to cut this off. And you might be saying, Tanner, this is going to look even worse. No. You got to stick with this because we have a hack. We have a heat gun out for a reason.
Yes, and the reason that so the terrazzo pattern is one of our favorites.
We love it. We've been so excited about this project altogether since the start of this boot camp, like months ago.
Yeah, so, and we have Sin to thank for that, bringing us the idea of the terrazzo pattern. So when you do the wrap, those, I guess, pebbles, as you can call them, they don't line up perfectly.
No, they don't.
There's some of them that are cut off. So, and we're not saying that this design can be done on every design.
Correct.
But this is a very good workaround in case you want to do like a small area. I mean, there's a lot of different hacks
it works well for what we're doing today.
Yes, and I think it will work well for other things too.
I think so too. You can just think of it and you're going to see everything come together really well. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. After you've cut those out like I just quickly did and we had one side ready, what we're going to do is prep our blank. Now we have this link down below in the supplies, so check this out for the specific one we're using today. You know, if it's a different one, just work with that size. We're going to then grab our lint roller and we're just lint rolling today. We're just lint rolling it. All right. Just lint roller up. Awesome. Make sure there's no debris. Someone asked about alcohol. If there's like a lot of debris, like if it doesn't feel smooth, if it doesn't look good, I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide, okay? That's awesome. Now you're gonna take your Alicia and I am going to put it where, you know, we read things left to right, so we're gonna make sure to put that down properly. Okay. And I'm just going to line this one up. This is the Alicia was printed very large. So once we have that down, I'm going to pick this up and notice what we have here. So ta-da! I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to just be mindful and I'm going to tape this right here. Love that. And I'm going to start taping the other pieces. This is heat resistant tape. So I want to be mindful, Lauren, to make sure that we are respecting anyone that's a beginner. So if there's any beginner questions to sublimation that like someone feels like I'm going too fast, like feel free to call me out. Because even though I have been sublimating since 2019, I know there's people here that may have never sublimated. So I want to respect you guys and you know, make sure we take care of you too. So feel free to ask your question. There's no silly questions here, I promise. If you all notice, this is my favorite way to tape the top. I love to do this. This is like very therapeutic to me.
Yeah.
I love taping tumblers. So this is gonna be just like fun Q&A. If you've never taped a tumbler, I teach you exactly how to do this in the course. You can do it whichever way you want. I sometimes do it this way. I'm gonna show you another way I tape it after we pretty much tape quite a bit. Okay. Look at this right here. I'm just taping it up. Love it. And this is like, you're gonna use quite a bit of tape. So like just stock up on heat resistant tape when you get started too. We love that.
And yes, so sublimation is a lot like the Cricut infusible ink.
It is, yeah. All infusible ink is sheets of printed sublimation. So yeah, be careful about that. So you can see here, we've taped it all up. I like to like just kind of rub the edges. Like I just want to like really make sure the edges are good. We also have pre-taped this one so you can see like we sometimes like, especially on a live show, like our team tries to make sure it's perfect. Like we want to go above and beyond. So we have this one prepped today and it's awesome. So what we're doing, we are going to preheat our beautiful convectioner oven for 375. And we're gonna hit this for, I say hit it because it's not a heat press though.
Right.
We're going to heat this for 4 minutes. We're rotating at the 2-minute mark. So come over here to our convection oven. Okay, let me make sure this is plugged in. It is. So we're going to set this for 375. I'm like trying to look at this upside down. There it is. We're going to temperature. We're going to 375. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer for four minutes. We'll rotate it at 2. And then here's the thing, after you've put your time, your temperature and your time, you're like, okay, why isn't it heating up? You have to press this play button. So just like the Cricut, it's very simple. It has like a play button and it's things like that. Lizzie says, are you leaving extra paper at the top of the cup so it can be taped down? Yeah, so Lizzie, you can see with both of ours, we can go overhead while that's preheating. I love to have the tape at the top, the paper at the top to kind of rotate and tape down, like, because that's gonna give it a really good grip. Like you can feel this, you can tell it's gripped down really well. Some people do shrink wrap, and it's things like that. But here's my heat resistant glove. This is gonna allow me at that 2-minute mark we talked about. I'm gonna reach my hand in here. We're gonna rotate it around, and we're gonna give it 2 more minutes once it's preheated at 375, but it's not there yet. So this is still a crafty time. It's ready. So we're gonna go to the oven. I'm gonna walk around. I'm going to walk on around, and I only have 1 glove on, but I have 2. So I'm gonna open this door. Boom. Woo.
I can see the heat coming out of that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're just placing this in here. And then after the 2 minutes, we're gonna do a 90, we're just gonna rotate it 90 degrees.
Yes.
And then look at that. So it's timing down. We're gonna do that for 2 minutes. I'm gonna monitor, and it's gonna be beautiful. Oh my goodness, we're down to a minute.
We have to.
Y'all, my team is gonna kill me.
So someone asked, is an oven better than attachments or like a heat press? So when you're doing tumblers, mugs, there is the mug press with Cricut. However, my only concern is, not concern, if you are into sublimation, then why would you limit yourself to a mug press?
Yeah.
Because we have done tumblers in a mug press. You have to do the bottom part, then you have to turn them over, then you have to
you have to do it twice on the same side because you have to do the rotate. So you have to rotate. It takes 12 minutes. Just to give you all a good comparison, I can do 3 tumblers in 4 minutes in my convectioner oven. In my mug press, it takes 12 minutes to do 1.
Yeah. I mean, for 1.
Crazy.
And
we got
then
this oven at Walmart.
a lot of people were commenting, yes, this is the same oven that you find at Walmart. Some people, in some areas, it's $69.99. Some areas, it's $89.99, $79.99. But yes, this is just from Walmart. Just a convection oven that you get at Walmart.
I'm gonna give this like 30 more seconds, if I can. Sometimes it's really wonky. I'm just gonna let it sit in here. It says end. Usually when I open the door, and then just like restart, but sometimes not. So I turned it off, but I think it'll be good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually sit it out on my other glove. I'm gonna come back over here. We can go to the convection oven. Oh, you can see it. Oh my gosh, Lauren, I don't know why I get so nervous doing it. I mean, we do so many of these, but I get nervous doing them on live. So you can kind of see the design kind of poking through the paper. You can see the tape, like, this is very hot. Like I can feel the heat through the glove a little bit, but it was taped really well. So I'm gonna sit this on the glove.
And that's actually when that ink starts coming through the paper is when you can tell that the sublimation has worked.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you that kind of, our little hack.
Yes. So you can kind of see, I don't know if you can really see the difference. I mean, it's kind of through it, but it's not all the way through it. Anyway, It's gonna take it a minute to cool, Lauren.
Yeah.
It's gonna take it a hot minute
will.
to cool.
It will.
So yay.
And that's something else that we had a friend say you can buy 2 ovens for less than the cost of 1 mug press.
That is crazy.
So that's why I guess I'm more on the oven side of things because
Yeah.
you can still do mugs in the oven.
That's true. That's
And
true. It's a cost. It's very cost effective.
I love the mug press. The mug press is so easy for mugs.
Yeah. I love. I mean, everything's awesome. It's hard. It's hard to decide what to have, what not to have. Yeah, the shrink tape. It didn't take too long at all. You can use this on a mug, but I love the mug press for the mug. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to determine, but you can make it. You can make this work. If I'm going to do just a mug in here, get that tray because it's not going to do it's so tall. So you need the tray. If you have the tray for the mug, you'll be fine. You'll be good. Go back if you just tuned in with us. You've got to see it. And yes, we have the link for this specific tumbler we're using in the description box down below.
Rachel said, I just bought a mug
Hey,
press.
Rachel.
Should I return it and get a convection oven? I mean, it really
up to you.
depends. That's up to you.
Up to you, my friend.
It depends on what you're doing. Are you doing sublimation? Are you
Yes.
planning
Yes,
on
yes,
doing
yes.
tumblers? Do you just want to do coffee cups? Like that
Right.
I really think that is a personal preference.
We did use 8.5 by 11 sublimation paper. I said I was talking towards the Cricut elements. Oh my gosh. I get so antsy, I can't, and then start ripping. I'm like, did it turn out okay? But yes, we did an 8.5 by 11 piece, and sorry, I'm so happy. I get so nervous. Y'all. With the pressure of boot camp, like.
CJ, no, you cannot cook in that oven after sublimating. We have a specific sublimation oven
Oh
for
my gosh.
that.
All right, who is here for the hack? First of all,
This
who
hack
wants
is going to
beautiful?
below.
Who wants to be able to sublimate like this? This is beautiful. Now, how are we gonna make this seamless? Look at this. We have a very, simplified edge. I was told to do something while it cooled and I didn't do it, so we're gonna do it now, which is cutting out our own little
We did tell you.
pieces. Yeah, I was told to do that.
So
during
what
the
he's
cooling.
doing now, if you all saw those extra white pieces on that cup, that is because we cut all those half pebbles out of the terrazzo pattern. So this is the hack to make it look seamless. What he's doing now is he is cutting the full pebbles out, and you can choose which pebbles you want to place in the different like white areas. And this, y'all, this is what my mind
Mind-blowing.
did. This is what my mind did.
This is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing to
Okay.
me. Okay. I also who doesn't love hearing Lauren's explanations to things while I'm actually doing the craft? Because this was like, listening to you explain it, I was like, wow, like I am doing that.
You are doing that.
I was like, that is what I'm doing. Oh, good Lauren. I'm trying to make sure this color is, I'm trying not to make it too, but see, notice how I can put it like right in the middle of where like the line of the paper would normally be. So then you can just pull it. You can do as many or as little as you want. You could start with a few and just continue to add in. So there's no like real, I mean, this is a method to the madness. So
Carol says so you can cook it more than once. I mean, technically,
We're using
what
the heat
we're
gun.
fixing to show you.
you're gonna be shaking.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are gonna love this. Like, I think who on the team, because I mean, I can't take credit for this, Lauren. Are you gonna take credit for this? Who had
No,
the idea?
I'm not taking credit for this. This is a Courtney. Courtney
course
is the
it was.
Listen, y'all. Courtney is the mastermind
She's
between
the hack.
95, 90.
Yeah.
I'd say no. I'm not even gonna say 95. I'm gonna say like 98 or 99%
She's
of our
kinda
hacks.
crazy.
She is the hack queen.
Yeah, she's kind of crazy.
We could not do this without
No,
Courtney.
we
I know
couldn't.
a lot of people have said we've not seen Courtney recently.
Honey, she busy.
She busy. She behind the scenes.
She doesn't like being on camera, if we're being honest.
No, but this is.
This is her place. I mean, that is her place to shine. Like,
Hacks are where Courtney shines.
thrives.
The
like,
brightest.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut up some more. I'm thinking like which ones I want. I want some like odd sized ones. I want this little guy. I want two. Oh, okay, I want both of these. Okay, I'm just cutting some of these out.
So Stacy says, isn't that a waste of ink and paper for a few little pebbles? I mean, if you're only making one and you think you don't want to waste all that ink and you don't want to waste that paper.
So we
that's
talked
great.
about this. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you. If you didn't do the taping we did, this is what your design would look like. It's like,
And it doesn't look terrible.
doesn't look terrible, but you can kind of see,
But
you can see it, you can
right.
tell it. We wanted it
But
to be.
if you're making multiple and you're making these to
Yeah.
sell, that extra sheet of pebbles is going
worth
to
it.
make this
Worth
absolutely
it.
flawless. If, like I said, making multiples, you're going to be able to, I mean, it has no seam.
I personally want to teach you all how to make the best projects, and times like this, you get to decide, is it worth it to you or not? You can leave it on the table and say, Tanner, it's not worth it for me. Or you can pick it up and be like, wow, this just took my project to the absolute next level. That is up to you, my friend. Okay. I'm going to now grab one more. I'm gonna grab this blue. I want a bigger blue one. I want an odd, oh, I want this guy. I want this guy. This is why I like having the printed out. Like I can.
So we have people asking if you're doing different designs. Could you, and you printed one design and you wanted to add, let's just, Tammy specifically asked, she said, if you're doing something like a truck with a Christmas tree in the bed, could you do the truck and then maybe add the tree or something afterwards?
I would probably flatten it just before. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how it would do color on color because most sublimation designs do best like
Yeah.
going straight to white. Layering that, I feel like you're gonna have an ink issue. So I try to prep all of those layers as much as possible prior. But
So
okay,
this is where the heat gun is going to come
we're
into
going
play.
to level high.
And remember when we said, when he pulled it out of the oven, he said, and I said, yes, this is where the colors, when you start seeing the colors through the
Yes.
paper, this
That's
is
when
the
you'll
important
know.
part
Yep.
that we know the sublimation is working.
We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds per
Yes.
one.
Per
So that's what we
piece.
found to do. So I'm just gonna hold it. It's on the it's on the paper. Now, Lauren, I'm curious if I should have taped it down more. Now I'm nervous. So
I always say
There's
more
never-
tape
yeah.
is better than less tape.
yeah, that's true. Oh, you can see the color. I'm a little too close for comfort.
It is going to be hot, so don't try to touch this after,
Yeah.
please.
Should I do one or two and then peel it up just to show them?
Yeah.
And then we'll double check our work and make sure we're not taped down too much because this one, this one right here. This is
Put
the
your
one I-
glove on.
Yeah, I need my glove on.
Please.
Thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Lauren. Okay, well now how am I go? I need my tweezers. Okay.
Yeah, hold the
so-
cup with your glove. Use the tweezers to take it off.
Yes,
That's a
I just need-
silhouette weeding
yeah.
tool.
Where are my tweezers? Are my tweezers here? Anyway, we'll use just anything to peel it up. I just want to peek. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Look at that! We just added this little blue guy. Did you see that? Sadie, did the camera see it? Oh my gosh! Beautiful! Beautiful! Okay, this one needs to be taped down more. Okay, now I'm fully committed. I just wanted to like test it. You guys know, like being live sometimes is like a little much for me.
So this is this a Wagner heat gun?
I love my Wagner.
Wagner heat gun from probably Home Depot, Lowe's, somewhere. We're using it on high heat setting for about 30 seconds or until you see that ink come through the paper.
Yeah.
That way you know that it has transferred over.
Yeah. And I will say, if you get too close, it could catch on fire. So this is like, be careful. I will say I'm within 10 feet of my fire extinguisher because we are in a corporate office and it has been
Somebody said your
serviced.
tweezers are right next to the keyboard. No, maybe not.
What?
Okay.
I don't know, maybe.
I can't see from here.
They're scissors.
Oh, Rebecca also had a good suggestion. She said the extra stuff, the extra paper that you don't use, you could use on like a car coaster.
Ooh, I love a car coaster. Yeah, I can make like 3 or 4 car
You can
coasters.
make small things with it. It would be
Yeah,
great.
you totally could. You totally could. Yay! I did get so excited. I get so excited. We're just crafting away here.
Everybody is loving this hack.
I love this hack.
And just to reiterate, we are using this on a high heat setting. I know we've had a couple people ask. This is a Wagner heat gun on a high heat setting for about 30 or so seconds.
Yes.
Make sure you are using your heat glove when you do this because it is going to get your cup hot.
It is. It is.
So,
yeah, it's awesome. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. Could you use regular oven mittens? Kathy, I would say no. Like when you're in, for what we used it for, you're getting inside an oven at almost 400 degrees.
yeah.
And this, I can almost feel the heat through this. So I don't know if a regular oven mitten.
No.
We're gonna say no, okay? Aw, Cheryl, thank you so much. This is genuine excitement. Oh my goodness. Ooh, okay, we added this little one, love it. This one had a moment, that was my fault. I didn't tape it down all the way with the first transfer. The wind of the heat gun kind of messed that one up, but I fixed it. And then I'm just gonna grab trying to grab like a tool just to be able to.
Don't touch that.
I know, but I'm so excited. I don't want to
Took the glove off.
I don't want to. I did take the glove off,
Why?
Mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I'm impatient. I don't want to wear the glove.
Child.
I don't want to wear the glove. I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to scratch the design either, but I want to see it. I want to show everyone. Look, that one was added. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. So good, y'all. We are making magic happen over here. Magic. Do you believe in magic? I do now.
Do you believe in magic?
Magic.
Sing along again today.
Yep. Oh my gosh, look at this one we added. Do you see that? We just added this one and it looks like there's unity on your design. Oh my gosh, unity. Ah. Oh my word, I love this one too. Okay.
I just really feel like this
Elevates.
brings this all together.
Yeah.
It gives you that seamless design.
Look at that one.
It makes it
Yeah,
chef's
it's amazing.
chef's kiss.
All right, y'all. We are just peeling this up.
So BJ said, could you have cut out the pebbles and put them in the blank spots prior to putting them in the oven? That is a great question. The reason we did not do that is because when you are pulling that wrap tight, you have to tape down one side first and then pull it tight. So you have tape on the edges where those extra pieces would go.
I mean, Lauren, we could even go in, like I saw right here where I just left a spot.
Yeah.
You could go in with that. I think this one moved a little, so that was like my taping mistake. My tip would be tape down a little bit more securely. I didn't think about the wind. Like
From the heat gun?
From the heat gun.
You have to tape all the way around it, just like you would a regular
Because that's what
tumbler.
happened. Like this area wasn't, so it was flapping a little. I saw that happen. But when we did some of these, I mean, they look so good. So again, really, really amazing. I mean, I'm so